This is recap of the Mira Mesa Clairemont game that happened at Madison High School. The Hawks had first possession, and Mira Mesa made a statement on defense. Here you'll see Eris almost make the tackle, but then Noah comes in and makes the slam. Once again, Noah busts through the line and makes another tackle. Clairemont tries to go outside, and Nigerian the Nightmare is there to make the stop and tackle. The Chargers get the ball and start to run. Here, Michael Butler runs to the outside and picks up about 6 or 7 yards. But just a couple plays later, the Hawks burst through the line and hit Diego from the back. With Michael Butler now in at quarterback, he makes his first pass completion to Amari Primetime Sanders. And that does it for the first quarter, all tied up at 0. The first play of the second quarter, you'll see Michael Butler bursting through the line and making one of his famous Hollywood runs, 85 yards to the touchdown. And for the point after attempt, Noah Jr. Choo Choo Train bursts through and picks up the additional point. And after the kickoff, Clairemont gets the ball back, but it's not for long. Here you'll see the quarterback scramble and throw an interception to Primetime Sanders. Another player shows up on our radar. Junior Remigio runs up the middle and finesses his way for about a 6-yard gain. The Chargers end up losing the ball on downs, but their defense once again steps up. This Hawk scrambles all over the backfield, has nowhere to go, and when he does start to pick up something, Gerald Reyes comes from nowhere and takes him down. The Hawks decide to go to the air. Quarterback drops back, finds his target, lets the ball go, and out of nowhere, Michael Butler makes the grab. Here comes another Hollywood 90-yard pick 6 return. In the middle of the second, the score is 13-0 Chargers. After the kickoff, the Hawks try to go to the air again, this time going deep, where Jaden Odell is there to break up the play. The junior Choo Choo Train shows up again and starts taking them down in the backfield. But this time, when they pressure the Hawks quarterback, he scrambles and picks up a couple, then a few more, and a Hawks touchdown. In the point after, though, once again, Michael Butler is there to make the interception. At the end of the second quarter and going into halftime, the score is 13-6 Mira Mesa. Mira Mesa gets the ball to start off the third quarter, and here you'll see Hollywood show he's not afraid to drive it up the middle. Michael Butler shows us he has an arm too. Here he scrambles and then finds Gerald Reyes deep for a 60-yard pickup. And then Gerald runs it up the middle to pick up 6 more points. In the middle of the third, the score is 19-6 Chargers. The Hawks get the ball back, but before they can make a play, the line bursts through and makes them scramble, and then Nolan Sheldon's there for the takedown. They take to the air and throw to Amari Sanders' side, where he says he's not having it. They go to the air again, and Butler makes another pick, but a flag on the play, so we had to give the ball back. Clairemont tries again, hits the receiver, but Ethan Mendoza is there to make the tackle. Jacob Hamilton shows up in the game, and on this passing play goes back and takes the quarterback down for a sack. And it's 19-6 at the end of the third quarter. And for the first play of the fourth quarter, Ethan Mendoza sees his dad has arrived and is so excited he picks the ball off. Chargers keep it on the ground and give it to Junior, who finesses his way through traffic to pick up a few yards. Chargers give it up on downs, and Clairemont decides they're going to run the ball. Here, Noah Chu makes not 1, but 2 backfield stops. Wanting to get in on the fun, Jacob Hamilton bursts through, and then he makes his second sack of the game. Clairemont ends up picking up a couple more first downs, and then the Chargers defense shows up again. The Chargers get the ball back, and a couple plays later, they take to the ground, giving it to Gerald Reyes. Reyes runs around and scores his second touchdown of the game. And that pretty much brings us to the end of the game. The final score was 25-6. These are the dudes who worked on the recap. The next Chargers game is this weekend, October 5th. Mira Mesa takes on the Oceanside Warriors. It'll be at Tri-Cities Christian High School in Vista, California.